I want to share with you a tip that paid off big time for a previous first-time home buyer that I helped a couple years ago. Hi, my name is Kevin Brierton, Certified Mortgage Planning Specialist and your no excuse lender here at the Kevin Brierton team, a division of Luminate Bank. Wanted to touch base on something that I just followed up. I did an annual follow-up with a past client of ours, and it reminded me of a tip that I gave him that I think is very important. He came to me a couple years ago wanting to buy a 2-bedroom condo, and the condo was really fixed up. The person put a ton of money into it. And the tip I gave him was don't value it based on all the upgrades. Make sure that the comparable sales in the area are going to allow for that appreciation to really stay up with the market itself. So what I mean by that, especially with condos, even more importantly than single family houses, is if somebody goes in there and puts a bunch of stuff, let's say they put $100,000 into this condo, it doesn't mean that dollar for dollar that's going to be $100,000 higher. So you want to make sure, because there's going to be a cap to how high those condos are going to go based on other comparable sales. Just because people put in gold-plated toilets and all this pretty stuff in there doesn't mean that that's always going to get the rental amount, maybe if it's a rental, or the price if you ever sell it. So in this case, what he wanted to do was it's a young professional. He was here in Arizona and Scottsdale, and he's going to be at some point moving away for a job, but he was going to be here for a couple of years. So he wanted to buy something he can live in and then rent out down the road. And we really talked about what that looks like in rental amount down the road. Obviously, that's planning and trying to figure out what that's going to be in years down the road, a couple years down the road. So it's hard to know exactly. But if you overpay for something that's all pretty inside, that you run into the risk of overdeveloping that condo for that area specifically. So be very careful if you're a homeowner already. Make sure you don't put too much money into your house that you may not get back in either future sale amount or future rent amount if you ever decide to rent it out. So make sure you're looking at and analyzing this. If you have any questions on whether those upgrades make sense or need a renovation loan for your first-time homebuyer loan, we also have renovation loans that you can actually do the renovations. The nice thing there is when you use a renovation loan, typically the lender was going to require you to do an appraisal. So that's going to give you a little bit of a backstop to making sure you're not over improving the property above and beyond what the market can help support. So hopefully this helps. Hope you have a great time checking out our YouTube page here and website. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, or share. And we'll catch you on the next one. Again, this is Kevin Brierton, your no excuse lender and certified mortgage planning specialist here at the Kevin Brierton team. Thanks for watching.